Hi there plant lovers, welcome back to our PLNTSdoctor series, where we dive into all things plant related. My name is Carlijn and today I've got an exciting topic that will turn your indoor garden into a jungle of success. I'm talking about houseplant soil, mixes and substrates. As we all might know, a good base is half the work. A good potting mix supports your plants' needs and makes them thrive, but of course different plants have different requirements. In today's video, I will highlight the essentials of a good soil mix, some different substrates and their special superpowers. I will also share the best soil mixes for Aroids, Epiphytes and succulents. Ready? Let's go! Have you ever wondered why some plants seem to flourish while others struggle? It all starts with the soil, my friends. The right soil mix is the very foundation of your plant's happiness, health and growth. Now, what makes a great potting mix? Let's break it down into 4 essentials. Let's start with the base. A good quality soil mix includes a nutrient-rich base that provides the necessary nutrients to fuel your plant's growth. It's often composed of materials like peat moss, coconut bark and other natural organic fertilizers. And all these things can be found in our plant's potting soil, which makes it the perfect base for every plant. Secondly, plants need oxygen at their roots, and that's where aeration and drainage comes in. Materials like perlite, pumice or sand creates air pockets in the soil, ensuring your plant's roots breathe easy and have a good drainage, which is crucial to prevent foot rot. While we do want a well-draining soil, we also want it to hold just enough moisture. Materials like vermiculite or sphagnum moss can help achieve this balance. Lastly, different plants prefer different pH levels. Some like it slightly acidic, while others thrive on alkaline conditions. A good mix allows you to adjust the pH to match your plant's preference. For example, if your soil pH is too high, you can lower it by adding acidic materials such as peat moss. If it's too low, you can raise it by alkaline materials like baking soda, which is something that we all have in our kitchen cabinets. Now, when it comes to creating the perfect soil mix, it's like making a superhero team for your plants. Each substrate we have their own unique powers, and together they form a great team to keep your green fence thriving. Let's meet the team and their superpowers. First up, we have the moisture-retaining magician, sphagnum moss. This stuff holds water like a champ and keeps the soil moist for the plants that love a bit of humidity like ferns and orchids. Next, we got this tropical treasure, cocoa fiber. It's fantastic for retaining moisture and adds a touch of exotic flair to your mix. Perfect for tropical beauties like monsteras and peace lilies. And here comes the detox specialist, active charcoal. Just like a cleanse for your plants, it filters out impurities and odors from the soil. Great for sensitive noses and air purifying gems like snake plants. Say hello to the aeration expert, perlite. It's like giving your roots a breath of fresh air. This lightweight material prevents soil compaction and is ideal for succulents and cacti. Bonjour, French bark. This one is like a gourmet meal for your orchids. It provides excellent drainage while adding a touch of elegance to your potting mix. Hydrograins, the water warriors. These little beads are excellent for hydroponics and semi-hydroponic setups, keeping your plants hydrated without drowning their roots. Cocoa peat, the eco-friendly wonder. It's a sustainable alternative to peat moss and retains water like a sponge. Ideal for moisture-loving piles like calatheas. Pumice, or as we like to call it, POM, the lightweight lifeline. It improves drainage and prevents root rot, making it the top choice for your bonsai and succulent mixes. Vermiculite, the moisture moderator. It regulates water retention and aeration, making it perfect and delicate for ferns and finicky plants that need constant moisture levels. And here's our soft and lush ground cover, living moss. It not only looks good, but also helps maintain soil moisture for your green wonders. It's also perfect for moss terrariums. Last but not least, the volcano-inspired lava rocks. These sturdy guys provide stability, drainage and a rustic touch to your larger potted plants and bonsais. Now that we know our substrates, let's make a customized soil mix for our plant groups, epiphytes, aroids and succulents. We also sell these in handy package deals, so if you're interested, I will link them in the description box below. Let's start with our epiphytes. These are most anthuriums, orchids and tillandsia, and some Hoyas. Hoyas usually grow on trees, shrubs and other vegetation. An epiphyte is therefore a plant that grows attached to a substrate rather than on soil. If you choose to plant an epiphyte in a pot, then a very well drainage potting soil is really important. So this mix consists mainly of tree bark mixed with sphagnum moss, perlite and charcoal, so that the roots can truly hold onto something. Also, water can never accumulate, but it's never too dry either. We would recommend a potting mix with 85% tree bark, 10% sphagnum moss, 3% perlite and 2% charcoal. Let's move on to the Aroids. These are most Monstera, Philodendron, Syngonia and Alocasia. They need a chunkier mix to really live their best life. So with this mixture you create the ideal environment for your plant, but especially for the roots to grow and multiply. Ultimately, it enables your Aroids to live a long and happy life and to really shine. We would recommend mixing a potting mix for Aroids with 60% potting soil, 15% tree bark, 10% cocoa fiber, 10% active charcoal and 5% perlite. The last species we're gonna cover today is succulents. A succulent like aloe vera, sansevieria, peperomia and the cacti that ends up in standard potting soil will have to deal with nutrients that the plant does not necessarily need. Moreover, standard potting soil is not very porous. When you water your plant, the soil will not clot together and the excess water will not be able to drain away. Succulents often die from too much water, so a light and well-drained potting soil mix such as our succulent potting mix kit is always a good choice. So there you have it. The world of soil mixes and substrates is an exciting one. And now you're armed with the knowledge to create the ultimate power-packed mix for your leafy friends. Remember, it's all about tailoring the mix to your plant's specific needs. Thanks for joining us today. Keep those hands dirty and your hearts green. See you next time. Happy growing.